real food brain, work hands. Scene: the richest high school in DFW meets 1925. Educational, realistic, a little heat, a little truth. Setting: night game lights. Confetti still falling. A wealthy top-tier high school in the DFW suburbs, just one big. Parents filming, coaches yelling, kids sweaty, laughing, flexing for TikTok. Everyone's expecting the usual celebration food. Pizza, ice cream, food court vibes. But tonight, it's different. The arrival. A man in his mid-30s steps onto the field like he belongs there, but he doesn't look like anybody's dad from the suburbs. He looks old school. Work hands, calm eyes, simple clothes. Not trying to impress anyone. He's carrying a big pot of beans from the pot, still steaming, a tray of ranchero eggs, hot sauce, onions, a little pepper, cooked right, a stack of simple tortillas, real ones, a cooler of lemonade. No brand logos, no catering van, no pizza boxes, just food. A staff member waves him in like he was invited. The first reaction. A group of teenagers sees the pot. Kid number 1, where's the pizza? Kid number 2, already annoyed, bro, we always get pizza and ice cream when we win. Kid number 3, to his friend, bro, my mom drives a BMW M4. We're going to Dairy Queen. I'm not eating that on a field in front of the cheerleaders. A few athletes laugh like it's a joke. Football player. Coach, is this like poverty night? Another kid takes out his phone and whispers, Kid 4, man, this about to be viral. Old school farmer. Let me ask you something. He looks at the teenagers, pads still on, sweat still fresh. Y'all are fixing to go to college, to the university, but they don't teach you this. This is lost information. Not on the web. Either you know it, or you don't. You just won one of the biggest games in DFW, and they're about to reward you with pizza and ice cream. How come it ain't steak and shrimp? A couple kids laugh. Bro, it's pizza. Everybody likes pizza. The farmer points past the field toward the street. Old school farmer. You'll see that gas station right there on the corner? The kids glance. You can practically see the sign. $1.99 a slice. And you're out here fighting for pizza like it's a trophy. A kid whispers to his friend, half serious. Kid number 2, I think this farmer got a point. The farmer nods once, calm, not dramatic. Old school farmer, pizza is everywhere. Gas stations, frozen aisle, shopping centres. You can be in a place you don't even expect, and somehow there's pizza. A few kids laugh because it's painfully true. He turns to the stands. Parents, same question. When's the last time your job rewarded you with steak and shrimp after a hard month? Silence. A couple parents do the slow head shake. Never. I done seen companies work folks half to death, 10-hour shifts, stress, back hurt, knees crying, then the boss walk in like a hero. Ladies and gentlemen, reward time! You made us millions! Pizza party! Enjoy this $5.99 peace offering. And not even good pizza. And you know it's that special pizza because the receipt's still sitting on top the box like a trophy. $5.99, coupon applied, and the tip? $0.00. 2 of them still stuck together in the box. Paper plates so thin the grease starts signing your shirt. And the drink? Tap water. Congratulations, team. Here's hydration. Sometimes the boss eat one slice in front of everybody, just for the picture. Then go back in the office and cut steak like a king. That's not a reward. That's a distraction with pepperoni. A few parents laugh the guilty laugh. Beat. Old school farmer. Now don't get me wrong, pizza's fine. But don't call it a reward for grown men. He lifts the pot lid. Steam rises. Old school farmer. Real reward food puts you back together. He starts serving like it's normal. Old school farmer, eat. You'll keep saying pizza and ice cream like that's the grand prize. Looks around at the pads, the bruises, the confetti. Some of y'all got grandpas that came home from war and got rewarded with steak. Beans, real plates, real food. You just won the biggest game in the whole DFW and they're about to hand you toddler food. A couple kids laugh until they realize he's serious. Kid number 1, pizza ain't toddler food. Old school farmer. It is when it's the only reward grown men ever get. The farmer serves anyway. The old school farmer doesn't argue, doesn't beg, doesn't get emotional. He just starts serving like a man feeding workers after a long day. Beans first, eggs on top, tortilla on the side, lemonade. He sets a plate down in front of a big lineman. Old school farmer. Eat. That's it. That's it. The farmer starts talking. No yelling, just truth. The kids keep complaining. Kid number one, man, I'm not eating beans. That's nasty. The farmer tilts his head like he's studying them. You'll remember that kid? They pause. Old school farmer. That kid in your school, middle school, high school, one of them. Regular size. But he had fast reflex. He was strong for no reason. Hard to take down, hard to beat, the one that had hands. The kids look at each other. Kid 2. Yeah. I remember a dude like that. 3. Yeah. We used to call him hardcore. Or the dude with dangerous hands, something I overheard teachers call those type of guys crazy rare strength. The farmer nods slowly. In my days we didn't call that hardcore. We called that normal. He taps the pot with the ladle. This is the food that made people like that. This is strength food. This is what built grip, built lungs, built bones, built brains. The gas station burrito argument. A kid steps forward like he found a loophole. Kid number 5. Man, I eat beans and eggs. I eat those burritos from the gas station. The farmer turns to him immediately. Sharp, but not disrespectful. Okay, if you can eat that, why you don't want to eat this? Silence. Then the farmer hits them with the difference. Because that gas station burrito, most times it ain't real eggs like you think. Sometimes it's an egg mix, additives, stabilizers, flavoring, cheap oil, easy heat. He points to the beans. Those beans in wrappers, a lot of times they're fried in cheap oils. He pauses, choosing words the kids can't wiggle out of. Not always, but often. He lifts a tortilla. And those tortillas, they ain't the simple 3-ingredient kind. Sometimes they got conditioners, gums, preservatives, stuff you can't pronounce. He sets the tortilla down like a judge slamming a gavel. Old school farmer. This right here is the legit one, the real one. TikTok kid. Farmer, we don't even need strength now. We need money. We got tech. Money's fine, but let me ask you something. Y'all ever been around a house with 8 kids? A couple kids laugh. I mean 8 kids for real. Horseplay, wrestling, mama tired, chairs scooting, whole living room sound like a stampede. He points toward the bleachers like he can see the past. Old school farmer. Then you see it. See what? The father's shadow coming down the hall. The laughter fades a little. He don't even say nothing yet. But every kid in that room straightens up like God turned the volume down. Beat. Because they know Father's presence is real. Father can carry weight. Father can protect. Father can handle business. He looks at the pancake crowd. Old school farmer. Now some folks teach you strength don't matter, but raise a big family with no strength. He shakes his head. And your own living room will toss you around like laundry. A few parents in the crowd quietly react because they know. Strength ain't for ego, it's for responsibility. Yo, the pancake is here! Everyone turns. A group of students drag something over on a flat cart like they're moving a UFO, covered in foil. The crowd goes wild. Someone chanting in the background, pancake, pancake, like it's a touchdown cheer. Kid number 2, finally, that's what I'm talking about. The farmer watches, curious. They lift the foil with drama and reveal a giant pancake. The crowd loses its mind. Thick, perfectly round, decorated with a squeeze bottle drizzle like a trophy. A teen with a phone on a tripod steps forward, clearly the school's content guy. TikTok kid, we made it viral style. 90 grams of protein, 1 pancake, no cap. The crowd screams like it's a touchdown. The farmer steps closer and squints. Farmer, that pancake looked like it was raised in a laboratory. The TikTok kid laughs. TikTok kid. No, it's clean. It's just like protein powder, egg whites, sugar-free syrup, and some healthy stuff. He says healthy stuff like it's a seasoning. They slice the pancake. It makes a noise like cutting a gym mat. A couple kids take bites. One kid nods like he's trying to convince his own mouth. Kid number 1, it's not bad. Another kid's face twists. Kid number 4, why it tastes like a candle. A third kid whispers with tears in his eyes. Couldn't do, bro. It's dry. The TikTok kid panics, smiles harder. TikTok kid. It's an experiment. We're testing if the team can live on protein pancake technology. That's a treat. Once in a while? Fine. But every day? That will never build you the kind of grip strength you think you got coming. A football player jumps in loud. I eat that every day. TikTok taught me. Protein muffins, keto cookies, giant fruity protein pies. That's old-fashioned what you eat. The farmer shakes his head left and right. No, it starts with food, real food. And I'm going to tell you something you don't want to hear. He looks around the field. Parents, coaches, students. Old school farmer. There are 18-year-old kids with diabetes now. Kids, diabetes, and sometimes they're lean. And they still got the nerve to call dessert healthy because they put protein in it. The field goes quieter. The legends point. The farmer points toward the athletes. You'll talk about legends, he pauses. Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah, I know he doesn't play football. But you think a man like that is eating pizza and ice cream after a win like it's normal? A kid mutters, he probably does. The farmer nods once. He eats like a disciplined man. Whole foods. Simple. Consistent. Because performance don't care about your cravings. He taps the beans again. This is the kind of food legends grew up on. Simple meals. Not perfect. Not fancy. But real. The older ranch grandpa stands up from the crowd. An older man stands. White hair. Ranch posture. Hands like leather. Quiet power. You can tell he likes trucks, animals, and protecting his family. He doesn't shout. He speaks like the room should listen. That man is speaking facts. Heads turn. I grew up on food like that. Beans, eggs, tortillas, work. And we weren't hardcore. We were just built right. He points to the teenagers. You'll want strength? Start eating like you want strength. That hits different coming from him. Old school farmer. Laugh if you want. But I'm telling you something most folks don't realize. By 1985, that's 40 years before 2025, America was already losing that old strength. The kind of everyday grungs and reflexes that used to be normal on farms and in trades. Don't take my word for it. Pull your phone out. Look up what changed between 1925, 1985 and now. Food, work, sitting, sugar, and what's in the packages. It ain't magic, it's a system. The turn. A few kids finally try the plate, just to prove a point. One kid takes a bite of the ranchero eggs, then pauses. Kid number 2. This actually tastes real. Another kid tries the beans. Shocked. Why this tastes better than the cafeteria? The farmer doesn't celebrate. He just nods like exactly. The farmer's closing line. He looks at the whole group, especially the athletes. Old farmer. You think strength is something you're born with or you're not? He shakes his head. No. It starts with what you eat, what you drink, how you sleep, how you work. And you can't build a strong body on dessert disguised as discipline. He gestures to the field. Confetti, lights, celebration. You're won tonight. Now eat like you plan to win 10 years from now. He goes back to serving. Beans from the pot, eggs with onions and hot sauce, tortillas, lemonade, simple and somehow heavier than pizza.